Good morning, Oxbow Creek, and welcome back to another week here in the middle of November. You know, in November, we're looking at the concept of empathy, and that's come up a couple different times with some of the things that are going on around the school here. This week, we're focusing on identifying feelings, because, you know, we are all learning to identify our own and others' feelings. Now, we can focus our attention on someone's face or body and on the situation for clues about how that person might be feeling. You know, sometimes people's voices and the words they say also give us clues. If someone is yelling, it might be that that person is angry. If a person is using a very quiet voice, it may be that the person is scared or maybe worried. This week, listen to people's voices for clues to figure out how they might be feeling. Identifying feelings is a very important and good skill for you to learn. We do have a student leadership team video that takes their take on this skill. Let's give it to them.
Hey Victoria, I see you're upset. What's the matter?
Yeah, this question I cannot get at all.
I was stuck on that one too for a while. Do you want me to help you and show you how I did it?
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Thanks.
Okay, so I did that.
November book braggers, we've got a few of them. Amika is one of our second graders in Miss Barthelme's class. Come on over here. What do you have for us?
Hi, my name's Mika from 2BA. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are is about a boy in a wolf suit named Max and some of the wild things. And Max sails off on a boat and becomes the king of the wild things. If you like adventure books, then you would love Where the Wild Things Are.
I do love adventure books, and I do love Where the Wild Things Are. Yep. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that with us, Amika. Chloe and Maddie from 4GR are here to share one of their favorite books. Take it away, you guys.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
And I'm Maddie, and we're from 4GR. We're here to tell you about one of our favorite books, The Babysitter Club Dawn and the Impossible 3 by Gail Galling.
The Babysitter Club Dawn and the Impossible 3 is about a group of babysitters that Dawn is a part of.
The baby's club needs a new member, and Mallory might be the one.
When Dawn was babysitting Mari, Buddy, and Susie,
Buddy goes outside to wait for Dawn.
When Dawn comes out, Buddy is gone.
Will Buddy ever find Dawn, and will Mallory ever make it into the club?
If you like graphic books, then you would love
The Babysitter Club Dawn and the Impossible 3.
Nicely done, you guys. Looks like a lot of fun. Those Babysitter Club books, there are a lot of them, aren't there? So if you like one, you're going to be able to like a lot of them, too. So thanks for sharing. And finally, we have Julia down here from 5ST, who's got one of her favorite titles to share with us.
Hi, I'm Julia Hardman from 5ST. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, The Lightning Thief from the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. The Lightning Thief is about Percy Jackson, who is a half-blood, which means one of their parents is a god, and their other parent is a mortal, or a normal human being. And Percy is the son of Poseidon, and he has a special quest to return something before summer solstice. If he doesn't succeed, there will be a World War III. If you like fantasy books, then you would love The Lightning Thief.
Thanks. I have not read it myself, but I've heard it's awesome, and that author has written a lot of really good books. So thank you for sharing that, Julia. Oh, there's so many good ones. How do we find the time to read them all? Once again, we have some awesome kids of character to celebrate. Isaiah's one of our kindergartners. Come on over here, bud. It says Isaiah is a stellar student in KBY. He's excited to learn, loves any kind of challenge, gives 100% effort to everything he does. He consistently makes responsible choices. He's an amazing role model and leader in the class. He's a good friend to all of his classmates. He shows his kindness and respect every single day in KBY. He is a very important part of our class. Congratulations, bud. Keep up the great work, all right? She's very proud of you. Congratulations. Hope is one of our second graders. And sure enough, Hope is the kind of friend you want to have and the kind of friend we should all try to be. She's kind. She shows compassion to her classmates who need to be encouraged or having a bad day. And best of all, she loves to help. You can often see her asking others, including her teacher, if they need help with anything. Whether it's sharpening pencils or helping another classmate figure out a math problem, Hope helps with a joyful heart. We are so grateful to have her in 2OB this year. Congratulations. What a great thing to have said about you. There you are. Cannon is one of our kindergartners. Cannon here has shown kindness to all that interact with him. He seeks out students that could use a friend or help with some work. He's kind to adults that work with him, too. His caring and kindness shines brightly. We are lucky that he is a part of our kindergarten class. Congratulations, bud. That's awesome. Here you go. You can take that with you. Chelsea here. Chelsea's teacher sent a couple of cards. One says excellent, one says friendly, one says beautiful, one says exquisite, one says talented, one says proud. Wow. Chelsea is truly a student who is wild about learning. On election day, 3 SC voted, and even though many students received votes, Chelsea here had the most. Adjectives students chose to describe her included all the words that I just said. Her teachers added hardworking and creative. We are all in agreement that Chelsea is absolutely wild about learning. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. Thanks. You can leave that right in that stack there. And finally, Carly, last but not least, one of our 5th graders. Carly here has proven again and again that she is wild about learning. She always has her homework done on time. It's done neatly and with detail. What is most impressive is that during her win time, she's always looking for a challenging sheet to work on. She has an amazing growth mindset. Way to go. That'll serve you very well in middle school. That is for sure. Congratulations to all of our students. All right, students, it's that time of year again in November. Annually, we've been doing this for over 20 years at Oxbow Creek, and I've got a special guest with me here this morning in announcements. And Mr. Rose has been the guy who the last few years has been in charge of our annual food drive. What do you have for us?
Well, thank you, Mr. Carlson, for inviting me. Food drive starts today, and it runs through next Tuesday, the 20th. And you're right, Mr. Carlson, we have a great tradition here of really helping out folks that are in need. And I think it's, it ties in beautifully with the idea of empathy, which we've been talking about a great deal. We're going with a new organization this year. It's a little bit more local. It's the Community Emergency Assistance Program located in Brooklyn Center. They serve people in need in Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park, and Champlin. And so that's kind of nice. It's a little closer to home here. This last month, they served over 1,600 families. With over 140,000 pounds of food. So they have a great deal of need out there. I think, it's a nice time to do it when we think of Thanksgiving meals, and we're able to have some nice meals. It's really nice to be able to help out those folks so they can have some nice meals during this time.
And I really appreciate the fact, too, that you've got our 5th graders involved with this. The leaders of the school, the oldest kids, they kind of get the idea that this is an opportunity for them to help out in a broader way out into the community and everything else. So thanks to you and to all those 5th graders who are helping out with this. Any specifics about what kinds of food or anything that kids could bring or should bring?
Sure. CEAP, or the Community Emergency Assistance Program, has really expressed a need for non-perishable food at the front and foremost. So any non-perishable food that you can bring in. A couple of reminders. If you bring in like a tray of 12 cans of green beans and they're wrapped up, don't break those apart. We'll still count those as 12 items. Or 18 boxes of mac and cheese. If it's in original wrapping, keep it there and we'll count them individually. But yes, getting back to the 5th graders, I've got to tell you, Mr. Carlson, this group of 5th graders, they're really rising to the occasion. They like to have fun, and they can have fun within the parameters of knowing, hey, this is really kind of a service project where we're trying to help others. So they're taking it seriously too, and so they'll be coming around to the classrooms. They stopped by last Friday to drop off the boxes, and they'll be by each day during this drive to collect the food, count it, and we'll have an announcement at the end of the day with the running totals. Once again, we'll have a relay race with the Champlin Park High School students to celebrate. And we have a little fun with the competition, but the goal here is always to bring in as much food to help out as many people as we can.
Awesome. Thanks for coming down and joining us, and I look forward to those updates. Thanks so much, Mr. Rose. And again, thanks to all our 5th graders for taking part in this effort. Well, it's also a day of guests because I have another guest to join me here to talk a little bit about something fun happening in our gymnasium. If you haven't been down there to notice lately, you won't believe what we see down there. Ms. Collison, what do you got for us?
Next week, we will be starting our Hogwarts School of Scooters. We are so excited that the kids have been doing their decorations and getting the gym ready. Mr. Maslowski and I will be in there this weekend getting it all set up for the kids. And then we might even have some guest appearances by Hermione and Harry Potter. Even Dumbledore might appear for the kids to see. We are excited for a great week and a half ahead before our Thanksgiving break.
Sounds good. It's going to be a lot of fun down there, and I know you go through the rules with the kids and everything and making sure that they're safe with it, but it can be just a really good time. So thanks for all your work with that, and good luck this weekend getting it all set up. Well, students, you may know Veterans Day happens every year on November 11th, and when it's on a day on the calendar like that, it switches what day it is. It was over the weekend, but we're celebrating Vets Day and honoring of veterans here on Monday today. And I hope you guys took the time to put a name on one of these stickers and are wearing it and get a chance to talk about it with your classmates today. That person, that hero that you know very personally and closely, and somebody who has served our country in that capacity. We're also doing, as you may have already seen, fifth graders, the flag raising, and we're honoring any veteran that comes and having them have lunch with you as well. So take the time to thank them, share that story with others, and check out the slideshow too to see some of the ones who have submitted slides to us here for Veterans Day. This week we do have lunch with the principals on Thursday. Looking forward to that, as I always do. And Friday is one of our student leadership team selected days. It is 50s Day. Now, I wasn't even alive in the 50s. I came after that. But the 50s were a very fun time, and I'm sure your parents will have a kick out of helping you figure out some way that you can dress like you came from the 50s. We'll do that on Friday. We'll look forward to it. I have some jokes to share. Kids have been bringing them down. Elijah from 4SH says, "What do you do if a teacher rolls her eyes at you?" Well, you pick them up and roll them back. Sophia is in our third grade, 3AN. How does the eyeball get inside the building? With his ID. A couple of jokes about eyeballs. Who knew? Max from 2PI. Why did the gum cross the road? Because it was stuck to the chicken's foot. And Alec from 4GA says, what do you call fresh made pasta? Noodles. You got to see the spelling. Noodles. All right. Thanks for the jokes, you guys. Everybody have a great week. See you back here next Monday.